What if I told you that the most revealing royal secrets aren't written in diaries, but hidden in diamonds? From a sapphire choker that screamed revenge to a priceless tiara that vanished without a trace, these aren't just accessories, they are evidence. Today, we're cracking the seal on the royal vaults to track down 15 of the most legendary necklaces in history. Some are still dazzling the world on the balcony of Buckingham Palace. Others, they've completely disappeared. 1. Queen Mary's Lost Diamond Riviere. We begin with a classic example of British wealth. Few royals loved jewelry as much as Queen Mary, the grandmother of the late Queen Elizabeth II. Around the year 1900, she acquired a stunning piece known as a riviere. In the jewelry world, a riviere is a necklace that looks like a flowing river of gems. This one was made of 34 large diamonds that got bigger toward the center, set in silver and gold. It was heavy, impressive, and weighed a massive 85 carats. Queen Mary loved it so much that she wore it to the coronation of her son, King George VI, in 1937. Eventually, the necklace was passed down to her granddaughter, Princess Margaret. Margaret was the glamorous, party princess of her time, and this flashy diamond necklace suited her perfectly. However, the story ends on a sad note. After Margaret passed away, her children had to pay high inheritance taxes. To cover the bill, they auctioned off her private treasures. This necklace, which came with a handwritten note from Queen Mary, was sold for nearly $2 million. It vanished into a private collection and hasn't been seen publicly since. Number 2. The mystery of Lady Diana's sapphire choker. While Princess Margaret's diamonds were sold, our next piece became a symbol of independence for a different royal woman. Coming in at number 2 is a piece that defines the style of Princess Diana. When Lady Diana Spencer married Prince Charles in 1981, the Queen Mother gave her a wedding gift, a giant oval sapphire brooch surrounded by 2 rows of diamonds. But Diana wasn't one to follow old-fashioned rules. She didn't like wearing heavy brooches on her dresses. So, in 1985, she did something creative. She took the sapphire and made it the centerpiece of a 7-strand pearl choker. It instantly became her signature look. She famously wore this necklace to the White House to dance with John Travolta. Even more famously, she wore it on the night her husband admitted to being unfaithful on national television. It became known as a revenge piece, a symbol of her strength. Since Diana's tragic death, this necklace has disappeared. It has not been seen on Kate Middleton or Meghan Markle, leaving the world to wonder which of her sons is hiding this legendary treasure. 3. The coronation necklace of Queen Victoria. Diana's necklace was a personal statement, but this next item is all about official royal duty. The coronation necklace is perhaps the most important piece in the British vaults. Its story began with a legal disaster. In 1857, Queen Victoria lost a lawsuit to her relatives in Germany and had to give back a huge chunk of her grandmother's jewelry. Suddenly, Victoria had no big necklaces to wear. She immediately hired Gerard jewelers to make a new one. They took diamonds from old swords and useless badges to create this masterpiece. It features 25 massive cushion-cut diamonds. But the real star is the pendant at the bottom. It is the Lahore diamond, a 22-carat stone with a bloody history, taken from India in the 1800s. This necklace is special because of its consistency. Every British queen since Victoria has worn it at her coronation. It is a symbol that no matter what happens, the monarchy survives. 4. The wandering sapphire tiara. Leaving Britain, we travel across the Channel to the elegant but tragic court of France. At number 4, we have the sapphire tiara of Queen Maria Amalia. This piece has traveled a very long road. It was originally bought by the French King Louis Philippe in 1821 for his wife. The tiara is huge, containing 24 blue sapphires and over 1,000 diamonds. However, when the Queen first received it, she thought it was too heavy and imposing. She actually had the tiara taken apart and made smaller so it would be more comfortable. Over the years, this tiara was passed down through the French royal line, moving from duchesses to counts. Finally, in 1985, the Louvre Museum in Paris bought it to keep it safe for history. There were always rumors that the stones once belonged to Marie Antoinette, the queen who was beheaded, but experts have never been able to prove it. Whether it belonged to Marie Antoinette or not, it remains a masterpiece of French art. 5. The Neo-Baroque Garnet Lion. Most royal jewelry relies on diamonds and sapphires, but this next piece uses a very different stone to show power. This is one of the most unique items on our list, the Garnet Lion necklace. Designed by Frederick Maine, this piece wasn't made to be delicate or pretty. It was made to look powerful. The centerpiece is a golden hessonite garnet carved into the shape of a lion's head. The design was inspired by Louis XIV, the Sun King of France, using a style called Neo-Baroque. It is bold, gold, and aggressive. The lion is the ultimate symbol of strength. This necklace is described by experts not just as jewelry, but as a talisman, a lucky charm intended to bring wealth and confidence to the wearer. It is a piece for a woman who wants to walk into a room and command everyone's attention. 6. Princess Liliane's convertible masterpiece. From the boldness of the lion, we move to the clever engineering of the Belgian court. Princess Liliane of Belgium was known for having exquisite taste in the mid-20th century. One of her best pieces was a convertible tiara necklace made by the famous jewelers Van Cleef and Arpels. The genius of this piece is its versatility. It was designed with a special mechanism. For a fancy state banquet, Liliane could wear it on her head as a royal tiara. But for a party or a gala, she could collapse the frame and wear it as a stunning necklace. Van Cleef and Arpels are famous for their mystery settings, where you can't see the metal holding the stones. They created this piece specifically for the princess, and it remains a perfect example of how royal jewelry can be both beautiful and functional. 7. The sapphire set of Queen Maria Amalia. We spoke earlier about Queen Maria Amalia's tiara, but she also had a matching set that is just as incredible. At number 7 is the sapphire parure, or matching set, of Queen Maria Amalia. This collection includes a necklace, a bracelet, earrings, and a pendant. The pendant is the highlight. It features a massive sapphire weighing over 60 carats that can be detached and worn as a brooch. But what makes this set truly rare is the quality of the stones. Gem experts have looked closely at these sapphires and found that the center stone is from Ceylon, modern-day Sri Lanka, and is completely untreated. Most sapphires today are heated to improve their color, but this one is natural and pure. Valued at nearly $500,000, this set is a preserved piece of French history that shows just how wealthy the Bourbon family really was. 8. The Cartier Diamond Flower. Tiara. Leaving the deep blues of the sapphires, we turn to the sparkle of platinum and floral designs. Another treasure that belonged to Princess Liliane of Belgium was the diamond flower tiara. Made by Cartier in 1938, this piece captured the style of the Art Deco period. Instead of heavy crowns, this design was light and looked like a band of flowers made of diamonds and platinum. Like many great royal jewels, it was multifunctional. The central flower could be unscrewed and worn separately as a brooch. This tiara was seen at many high-profile weddings and state visits in the 1950s and 60s. Sadly, like the Queen Mary necklace we started with, this piece eventually left the royal family. It was sold at Christie's auction house in the 1980s. The buyer remained anonymous, meaning this beautiful flower is now hidden away in a private safe somewhere in the world. 9. The Emerald and Diamond Tiara Necklace. We have seen diamonds and sapphires, but now it is time for the deep green of emeralds. Green is often called the color of envy, and this necklace certainly inspires that. Its story starts with Queen Victoria again. In 1842, she bought this piece as a gift for her relative, the Duchess of Baden. It is a striking mix of deep green emeralds and bright diamonds. It was designed to be worn either as a tiara on the head or a necklace around the throat. It stayed in the German royal family for generations, surviving wars and revolutions. However, the modern age catches up with everyone. In 2002, the family decided to sell it at Christie's. It sold for about $141,000. Considering it was a gift from Queen Victoria herself, that price was actually quite low, making it a massive bargain for the lucky collector who bought it. 10. The Tech Circle Necklace. Let's return to the British vaults for a piece that is rarely seen in public. The British Royal Collection is huge, and some pieces get pushed to the back of the drawer. One of these is the Tech Circle Necklace. This belonged to the Duchess of Teck, who was Queen Mary's mother. The design is very unique. Instead of flowers or hearts, it features geometric circles made of diamonds. It looks very modern for an antique piece. It was eventually passed down to the Queen Mother and then to her daughter, Princess Margaret. It is believed that today, the necklace belongs to the family of Princess Margaret's son, the Earl of Snowdon. It serves as a quiet reminder of the Teck family, the German royals who married into the British monarchy and changed it forever. 11. The Fabergé Coque Aquamarine Tiara. From clear diamonds, we move to the icy blue waters of aquamarines. There is often a lot of confusion about this next masterpiece. It is known as the Platinum Tiara of Alexandra Fyodorovna. It features massive water blue aquamarines set in platinum. It was originally a wedding gift presented to the last Empress of Russia, Alexandra, in 1894. Because of this, many people think it was made by the famous Russian jeweler Fabergé. However, records show it was actually created by the German jeweler Koch. This tiara survived the Russian Revolution, which is a miracle in itself, as the Bolsheviks destroyed or sold most Romanov jewels. It resurfaced in 2014 at an auction and was bought by a Japanese art institute that collects historic gems. In 2017, it made a surprise appearance at a society wedding in Sweden, proving that even museum pieces sometimes get to come out and dance. 12. The Wallis Simpson Emeralds. Speaking of controversial women, no list is complete without the American who shook the British Empire, Wallis Simpson. Wallis Simpson, the Duchess of Windsor, was never allowed to be called Her Royal Highness. So her husband, the Duke, who gave up the throne for her, bought her jewelry that was fit for a queen to make up for it. One of her most famous pieces was a Cartier emerald necklace made in 949. But the backstory is dramatic. Wallis originally had a stunning emerald tiara, but in 1946, while staying at a friend's house in England, a thief broke in and stole her jewelry box. The tiara was never found. Wallis didn't give up. She took loose emeralds she had collected and commissioned Cartier to make this new necklace as a replacement. It was her way of showing the world that she could bounce back from anything with style. 13. The Boucheron Loop. Tiara. We go from a personal theft to a lost treasure of the British Empire in India. In the early 1900s, the British ruled India, and the Viceroy's wife, Lady Curzon, had to dress like a queen. For a massive celebration in Delhi in 1903, she ordered a tiara from the French jeweler Boucheron. The design was very modern, featuring exaggerated loops of diamonds set in platinum. It cost a small fortune at the time. Lady Curzon famously wore it with a dress made entirely of peacock feathers. Today, the peacock dress is in a museum, but the tiara is missing. The current location of the Boucheron Loop tiara is unknown. It has vanished into the mists of history, leaving behind only black and white photos of the Great Party in Delhi. 14. The Queen Mary of Scots Necklace. We are going to travel much further back in time now, to the 1500s, for a story of loyalty. This necklace, which lives today in the National Museum of Scotland, is believed to have belonged to the tragic Mary, Queen of Scots. It is a beautiful example of Renaissance art, made of gold, enamel, pearls, and rubies. But its value isn't in the gold, it's in the story. It is linked to Mary Seton, one of the Queen's loyal ladies-in-waiting. Seton stayed with the Queen through her imprisonment and her darkest days. This necklace is a symbol of a friendship that survived politics and war. It is a reminder that behind the history books, these women were real people with real friends. 15. The Duchess of Windsor's Amethyst Bib. We conclude our list with one last showstopper from Wallis Simpson. In 1947, shortly after her emeralds were stolen, the Duchess of Windsor wanted something bold. She and the Duke asked Cartier to create a bib necklace that would shock society. They chose amethysts, a purple stone that hadn't been fashionable for a long time. The necklace features a giant heart-shaped amethyst in the center, surrounded by 27 other purple stones and blue turquoise. The contrast between the purple and the blue was exotic and strange. Wallis wore this piece to balls to show off her unique taste. Today, Cartier actually bought this necklace back for their own museum collection. It stands as a symbol of the romance that changed the British monarchy forever. Which of these royal treasures would you choose to wear? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey through the royal vaults, please like the video and subscribe for more tales of luxury and history. Thanks for watching.